Hi, this is Liz at Yellow Dog Farm, and I'm here with Miss B. She's a miniature poodle puppy. She's 6 months old. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about training treats. It's something that you need for most puppy training. And there's 3 things that I use on a general basis when I'm trying to teach my puppies anything. So Miss B is going to help me out today. So I like to break treats up into values. There's low value, medium value, high value. So let's start with a low value treat that actually works with many very young puppies for teaching them all sorts of things, introducing them to their crate, teaching them sit, come, various behaviors, and that is simply their kibble. And I've got some of B's kibble here. So anytime, like puppies, see, oh my gosh, this is already cute. She knows. Sit. Good girl. So the difficulty when you're trying to teach a puppy something and you need to use lots of treats to do it, overfeeding puppies can cause like digestive problems, right? So a great thing to do with younger puppies especially is use their kibble, divide up their meals, take half of their breakfast, half of their dinner, set that aside for training, and then you're feeding them their meal and they're learning something at the same time, but you're not filling them up too full and they don't get upset tummies. So that would be what I would consider a low value treat. Usually works very well. If you're having some trouble, maybe your puppy is a little older, maybe they're getting a little tired of kibble, maybe you're trying to teach them something that maybe they're just not sure about, they're not that into, they're not excited about, up the value of the treat, change it up. To do that, one of my favorite things is Pupford training treats. I'm gonna like zoom into the camera here. Come on, Bee. So you can see. These things are awesome. They're basically just single ingredient treats. These are beef liver treats. So it's really just beef liver that's been freeze dried. No extra ingredients. It's easy on most puppy tummies. They actually come in a variety of flavors. You can get chicken, you can get rabbit, and you can get salmon. My dogs love the beef liver and the salmon the best, so I like to kind of alternate between those two. What's great about them is, like I said, single ingredient, and they're just super small. They're like the size of a pea, which is perfect for training puppies. You don't want to fill up their tummies. It's a simple reward. It's like, yes, you did a behavior, you get a treat, but they don't need a big cookie every time. That's going to make teaching them something much more difficult, right? So these are just wonderful, wonderful treats. Good girl. And most dogs, like my dogs, love these things. They love them. All right. So now, that's what I would call a medium value treat. Let's up the ante though. Maybe we're trying to do something much more challenging. For example, B did not like the leash at all. A bit of a challenge teaching her to walk on the lead. She would just freeze. She would stop and nothing I could do would get her to move. And it was just so frustrating. And she's a little show puppy. We're doing some show training. And so imagine we're going around the show ring and the judge is watching us and then she just stops and freezes. It's so embarrassing. It was so frustrating. Anyway, so we definitely had to up the ante for Miss B for leash training. All right, so what I did was I cooked up some boneless, oh, look how excited she is. Boneless, skinless chicken breast. This is what I call a high value treat. It's delicious. It's got a great aroma and she just loves this. Let me see. Yeah. This was the game changer for teaching her how to continuously move on the leash. So my dog, my go-to is chicken. My dogs love it. It's actually very good on most of my dog's tummies. Doesn't give them a lot of upset or anything like that. I think it's just a great treat. And it's simple, it's very affordable. I bake up a bunch of it at once, I put it in the freezer, I take it out when I need it. So it's great for puppy training. When I just need that extra incentive when they don't want to be doing something I want them to do. Right, Bee? Yeah, she's, yes, you're such a good girl. So and sometimes maybe if your dog's not a huge fan of chicken, or, you know, I've had dogs, my very first dog was a Shih Tzu, and she loved cheese, and not just any cheese, but like 12-year-old aged cheddar, you know. And so I cut it up into these tiny little pieces, and that was the winner for her. That was her high value treat. She loved that. I know some other trainers use hot dogs. Sometimes that's a big winner for dogs. Beef liver is usually a big one. So sometimes you have to try a few things, see what works, but when you are having some issues, break out the high value. All right, so here I've got a stacking box. Bee's never seen this before, and this is a show dog training implement to get them to work on their stance. So standing nice and straight and proud and holding that position. So we use a stacking box to do that. Bee's never seen this before, so I definitely broke out the high value treat. So the first thing we're gonna do is see if we can get her to stand on it. So I'm gonna lure her. Good girl. Yep. And she's going right. Oh yes, good girl, yes. So she's learning that inside this box, a good place to be. And she even touched her paw to one of the rails she needs to stand on, so definitely reward. Come on. Up, up. Come on. Yeah, see that stubborn streak coming out in her? Good girlie. Good girl. So we're gonna have a little treat party here. Lots of treat, because she's standing on it. Great job. Now I'm gonna take her down, because we want her to associate standing on it is what I want. Okay, up, up, get your foot. Come on, you can do it. Yes! Good job, Bee, good job. Good job. Yes, 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 yes. Good girl, Bee. All right, so that was the perfect way. That was the perfect end to this training session. She got all 4 paws up on the rails by herself, and we're just gonna end there. We've already done some walking today and things like that, so it is the perfect end to our training session. We'll just keep working on that. Hopefully we'll be impressing the judges this spring with Bee's awesomeness, so stay tuned.